Muhammad, we go to Ali Akbar to have a look at him and take comfort. We shall look at we shall look at our, we shall look after him better than we look after our own sons. We promise that we shall treat his every wish as a command. In fair weather and foul we shall stand by him, even if we die. We shall command our children as our dying wish to attend to all his comforts and needs. His exemplary life has been an object lesson for our sons who are devoted to him as if he were their brother. These pleadings, which had a ring of sincerity and earnestness, rendered Imam Hussein al-Islam quite speechless for a time. How could he tell them what was in store for Ali Akbar, who they loved and adored so much? When his sad reflections had subsided, he replied to them in a tone tinged with pathos. Alas, I only wish I could entrust my Ali Akbar to your care. In my mission he has to play a role, the importance of which time alone will tell. I cannot accede to your request for reasons which I cannot reveal to you, but rest assured that I shall always remember your kindness to me. I shall carry with me vivid memories of this parting and remember you in my prayers. When the heavens were glowing with the last rays of the day, the caravan left on its long-drawn journey to the unknown destination. Soon darkness descended upon Medina, as if symbolic of the darkness had gloom which the departure of Imam Hussein had cast on the town, associated with myriad memories of his childhood. At the break of the dawn of the fateful day, 10th Muharram 61 Hijrah, Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, called his son Ali Akbar, who resembled the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the most, and said, "My dear son Ali, let me hear the azan for the last time in this world." When Ali Akbar gave the call azan, the reporters say that the voice resembled the voice of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, hearing the last azan of his son in the voice of his grandfather, remembering the Apostle of God, shed tears. And as the voice of Ali Akbar reached the inmates in the camp, Bibi Zainab along with other ladies heard the call for prayer in the sweet enchanting voice of the beautiful son of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. One by one the faithful followers went out to fight for the cause of Islam, which forces of evil were attempting to stifle, and in the process faced death. In their glorious death, they demonstrated what steadfastness, what courage and of conviction can achieve and attain against all odds. With his devoted supporters now sleeping the sweet slumber of death, from which nothing could awaken them, the turn of Hussein's son and brothers and nephews came. In spite of Imam Hussein's best efforts to send his son Ali Akbar to the battlefield before all his devoted friends and faithful followers, they would not even let him mention it. The thought of Hazrat Ali Akbar, Hussein's beloved son, laying down in the battlefield when they were still alive was too much for them. Hazrat Ali Akbar went over to his father to ask his permission to go out in that brutal arena from which no person from his camp had returned. Imam Hussein looked at his son. It would be more correct to say for a couple of minutes his stare was fixed on that face which he loved so much, which reminded him every time of his grandfather, whom he resembled every inch. He tried to say something, but his voice failed him. With considerable effort, he whispered with downcast eyes, "Akbar, I wish you had become a father. Then you would have known what I'm experiencing at this moment. My son, how can a father ask his son to go? when he knows that the parting would be forever. But Akbar, the call of duty makes me helpless on this matter. Seek your Aunt Zainab's permission, who has brought you up from your childhood and loved you and cared for you more than for her own sons. Ali Akbar entered the tent of his Aunt Zainab. He found her gazing vacantly towards the battlefield and listening intently to the battle cries of the enemy hordes. Their instinct made them aware that now that all the devoted followers of Imam Hussein had laid down their dear lives defending him and them, the turn of his sons and brothers and nephews had come. It was now only a question of time. It was only a question of who would go first from amongst them. The light footsteps of Ali Akbar rose